Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Football Manager 2020. Last episode, we opened our second season with a win on the road against Lehigh Valley. Since then, we've played 4 games, won 2 and lost 2, which is good enough for third in the table. And today, we're playing 4th place Erie Commodores. After the Lehigh game, we had our home opener against Ann Arbor, where we won 3-2. Then our following game was on the road to Peachtree City. Peachtree had hammered us in our last game, so I was worried when they scored in the second minute from Pack's header. But then we got one back in the 6th from Logan Maddox, new signing. But in the 94th minute, Peachtree took the lead on the shot from Ingram. But I felt like we played well, and the loss still gave me confidence going forward, as Peachtree are one of the best in the division. But after that, we lost to local rivals Michigan Stars. Then we played Kalamazoo and former player Ben Ray at home and won 1-0. And today we're home again against Erie. I couldn't help but notice that this chart is getting pretty sad. And indeed, if you look at the club vision, we are struggling to work within the payroll budget. Having a look at the squad, remember most of our players are paid based on appearance. Brian Cannon is way above everybody else on $170. Is he willing to renegotiate a contract? He's an important player. At $140, you would still be the highest paid player on the team. He's not okay with that. How about $150? $160, and we're at terms, so I don't think that's going to make a difference, but we bought him down a little. Our veteran goalkeeper, Nikolic, doesn't even have an appearance fee, so he would play for us for free. Meanwhile, we have Ramirez and Mills, who are still on an annual contract. They get paid $100 a game, even if they're sitting in the stands. So are you willing to take a new contract? Future prospect. He wants 110. How about 80? Alright, he's at 100. 95. So he's taking a pay cut at 95. And if he's on the bench, he's making much less. So that's good. And hopefully we can do the same with Ramirez. He's a future prospect, and he wants 110 as well. You'll take 95? Indeed he will. So that's a little bit of money right there. But in the long term, I need to start letting my better players move on if I can't afford to pay them. Where I've been just giving them contracts in the short term to save my job. Okay, so it turns out that we're losing $47,000 a season. And if we look at the expenditures, the number one reason is staff salaries. So that's me, the assistant, the goalkeeping coach I just hired. So I don't know what's wrong with the game or what the board was thinking when they offered me $50,000 a year to coach a semi-pro team, but really they can't afford half of that. So at the end of the season, I'll probably end up getting rid of a lot of the staff and taking a pay cut. If I can stay at the club long enough to learn how to run the finances too, then that will get me a solid foundation when I want to move up to the next division. I still need to get a coaching course though. Even though both of my assistants have a B license, I don't have any qualifications. So really they should be coaching the team. I should just offer Marquez $8,000 a year to be the head coach and resign, and the team would be fixed. Meanwhile, left winger Ethan Perez has left the club for Ann Arbor. So I can register David Spader, and he's not making any appearance fee. So that will hurt our depth, but help the bottom line. So we're going to start Alisson, despite his big appearance fee. I can put appearance fee on the selection screen, just so I know. Keep it in the back of my mind, or on the front of the screen. Either one. I prefer Blorshane at left back. And then we'll have Cannon at right back, along with Gonzalez and Mohamed Thomas, who is still trying to get fit. I'll have Aguero at ball-winning midfield. And I've been getting good performances from Jordan Wambach at center mid. We're down to Joshua Gould at left wing. And on the right, I'll have Blair. Our target man is Brandon Morelli. And we're having a great season from Logan Maddox. I'm going to put Blair on attack just to get a little bit more support going forward as we are at home. Michigan Bucks versus Erie Commodores. 13 degrees Celsius and windy. We are favorites, and we need a win to keep pace with the frontrunners for promotion. Thomas and Wambach are lacking in sharpness. I expect a win from this match. And Erie kick it off to Owusu, Lopez to Jimenez, and that's played long. We've been having some really tight games. We're definitely not dominating teams, but I feel like we deserve to be near the top of the table. Here's Cannon into Blair. That's played long for Morelli. He picks it up, has space, looks for Maddox, and goes out for a corner. Wambach into the box. Maddox. Wambach has set up some good set pieces so far. Here's Cantu. That's up to Huerta. Simbelli plays it too long, but Owusu picks up the loose ball in the 6-yard box and taps it home. We fell asleep there. A harmless looking ball into the box by Schnabelli. Brown misses it, but Gonzalez, nor the keeper, can collect it, and it's in the back of the net. Here's Blorshane. Played up, Cantu intercepts. Cannon now. Certainly at home, I feel like we need to put it up to balance to when we're behind. Aguero has become injured. I already have a sub ready-made for him in Paul Walker. So into the 20th minute, just like that. Here's Gould. He wins the corner. Wambach will take. In for Morelli. He gets a head on it, but that's well wide. Seems like most people are having a decent game. Even Gonzalez, who was mostly at fault for the goal, is at a 6-8. Morelli gives in to Maddox. He tries to find Wambach. Out to Gould now. With space on the wing, finds Morelli, but that's headed well over. Alright, into the 26th minute. Maybe we need to find another attacking role here, or two. You can go up, and then also Morelli. That gives us 4 attackers. Maybe a little bit too much here in the 30th minute. But I feel like we need to put more pressure on. We've been okay at the back except for that one mistake. Walker collects and gives to Cannon. He tries to find Morelli. One back will, and hit one touch. Thomas saves. Lopez up to Owusu. After Kolarczyk. Alarson can only push it wide. Corner kick to Erie. Kolarczyk. Gonzalez heads away. Foster will collect it and play it in. Cannon heads away to Blair. He makes a nice run out wide to the right. Can he find the pass? No, good tackle there from Huerta, but it goes out for a throw. I feel like we need to go positive, but let's go ahead and take Juan back to support for the moment. And Lopez makes it 2-0. It's hard to say that we were pushing forward too much as well, as it was off of the set piece. Great assist by Cantu to knock it down to Lopez. Certainly not offsides. So what do we need to do here? That's a nice pass up to Morelli. He hardly challenges the keeper though. I think if anything we need to make sure that we turn up the tempo and maybe be more expressive. I also want to make sure that we're getting stuck in down 2-0. We're coming up to halftime. Probably need to make another sub. I wouldn't mind taking Morelli off. He's not having a great game. And Garcia is a very capable option off the bench. This is up to Kolarczyk. He's been one of their better playmakers both this game and the last time we faced them. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Into the box now. Thomas heads away. And that's halftime. 2-0 Erie Commodores. Stats are fairly even, 3 shots to 2 on target for Erie with 53% possession. I think it's time that we had a go at the lads. You're better than this. Don't let yourself down. Let's move Wambach back up. We'll still be positive. Put Walker at support. He's fairly good at that. And we can also put Cannon on wingback support. So this will test our defense, but 2-0 down at the half. We need to go for it. As I said, I'm going to take Morelli off and try Garcia. We can leave him in support at first. Garcia kicks it off to Thomas. Gonzalez plays it up to Gould. That's a nice ball down to Maddox. Tries to get it back to Gould. He makes a nice run. Here's Wambach to Walker. Wambach again. Out to Blair. Great tackle there from Jimenez. Wambach off the wall. Up to Gonzalez now. Plays it into the box. Nobody is there. Here's Thomas. Over to Cannon. Wambach to Cannon. And that's a horrible pass. Blair can't find the cross in. Kolarczyk now. Back to Jimenez. Tries to play it long for Owusu. That's offsides. Huerta into Brown. Owusu can't win the header. Brown gets on the end of it. Collects again. Gives Huerta. Kolarczyk is open. And Alarson does a good job. Here's Thomas. 58th minute now. Huerta wins the header, but only to Blorshane. Gets on the end of the ball though and gives to Brown. Back to Huerta. Into the box. Owusu. That was looking so dangerous. We just couldn't catch him. Here's Thomas. with the free kick. Out to Gould. Gould has time. Gives it to Garcia, and he heads it wide. Maybe with a little bit more sharpness, he could have tested the keeper. Here's Gould. Plays it long for Garcia. Can't win the ball. Maddox is on it to Wambach. Finds Blair out on the wing. Can't get the cross in, but wins the corner. Here's Wambach again. Gets it in for Maddox. Jimenez wins the header instead. Garcia collects. Gives to Gould. Thomas to Walker. Still Thomas. Just can't penetrate their defense really. We have had 2 clear-cut chances and 2 shots on target. The passes are fairly even. What does Marquez have to say? Yeah, defending from set pieces is poor. Gonzalez and Thomas have been dominant in the air, except for when they let the ball bounce in the 6-yard box. But I guess that's not technically in the air. Misplacing too many short passes. I feel like maybe we should play a little bit more direct. Brown misses wide. We can't play too much more direct. We'll push it up a little bit more, as well as use more urgent pressing. So our counter is no longer really a counter. But I don't want to switch to the press explicitly because that formation only has 1 center forward. It is kind of a problem. Wambach with the corner kick. Cantu heads away. Here's Thomas. Free kick to the Bucks. It's a dangerous spot. Wambach will take. 67th minute. Into Maddox, and he heads it over the bar. Wasted opportunity there. We need to start thinking about our final sub. Here's Huerta into Brown, and he misses wide. I wouldn't mind taking Blair out for Austin. But we need to go into attacking now. Last 20 minutes. That's into Gould. Headed away again. Huerta plays it long for Blorshane. Blorshane to Wambach. Walker. Up to Gould. That's a good ball. To Maddox. Good stop by Thomas. Thought maybe we had a good chance there. Owusu wins the ball. He's been dangerous the few times that he's had possession. Jimenez into Foster. Walker clears it up to Lopez. Austin wins the ball. Gives to Garcia. He finds Walker. Can we counterattack here? Cannon over to Wambach. Tries to find Garcia, and that's cleared out for another corner kick. Here's Wambach. To Garcia. Oh, he may be off the woodwork. Yep. That's out for a throw. Thomas takes the free kick. Thomas wins the header. Here's Wambach. Plays it to Maddox. Up to Garcia. He's got time and space. And Thomas again with the grab. Brings it down securely. Gould is disallowed. Offsides. Joshua Gould. Certainly by 2 steps or more. Not a bad ball from Wambach. Here's Cannon to Walker. Cannon again. Gives to Wambach. That's played long for Garcia. He'll get on the end of it. Can he find the pass? He cannot. Corner to Michigan Bucks. 83rd minute. Wambach with the corner kick for Maddox. Cantu heads away. Tackled away from Austin by Brown, and he'll counterattack. Austin wins the ball, but pulls his shirt and gives away the foul. Here's Perez. Thomas with a nice header to Wambach. He plays it long for Maddox. Over to Gould. Wambach again for Maddox. Wins the header, but the keeper, no, that was offsides. I think it is time that we went for the press. Maddox can play out here on the left, so let's put him there. And we can just put Gould at attack. That'll be good for the moment. Let's have a second look at these kind of roles. We can put him in a more attack. And Erie have scored again. Brown with the finish. From the free kick, Kolarczyk plays it short. And we just leave him too much time, and Allerston can't push it wide. So I think that's it for the comeback. So let's change back to balanced. All of our subs have been made. Kolarczyk into the box for Owusu, and he heads it over. 89th minute, Wambach plays it in. Thomas can't hit the net. They've subbed off their keeper with 10 seconds left. Let's play long for Maddox, but the whistle will go first. 3-0 in the end, Erie Commodores over Michigan Bucks. I have to feel that we've been a little bit hard done. 5 shots on target to 4. 52% possession for Michigan Bucks. Unlucky boys. They agree. Aguera has a twisted ankle, currently out 5 to 6 weeks. We don't want to take any further measures and risk him getting injured more. So leave it to the physio. Let's talk to him about his injury. I know this is frustrating, but try to focus on recovery. You're a loss to the team, that's all I'm saying. We're solidly mid-table, but that's not quite good enough, especially when you consider how the finances are looking. But we're learning more and more about how to run a football club, and I'll have to see at the end of the season where we finish and what the finances are like, and if I think I might be better off with a fresh start. But I have confidence in the players if we can keep them around. I'll probably play at least 3 or 4 more games and come back for away to Ann Arbor at the start of next month. By then we'll be in the back half of the season and we'll have a lot better idea about where we're going to finish. For now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Football Manager 2020. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and have a good night. We got more up here, and that's it. We failed the event. Makes it 2-0.
For duty.
Get all these archers behind the lines. The good news is that we are profitable. We need to focus on the boat. I've been cuckolded. -100%. Job done.